St. John's was so big into the fishing industry back in the earlier years, up until we say the recent times.
Yeah.
That and even today, I sometimes drive down to the harbour today, and I can looks around and I see the old Portuguese ship, the Spaniard there. Jesus, I believe I remember being on her back in. I went down one night. There was a ship in there. She was a Portuguese trawler, and her name was the Cambria. So I went down anyhow. She was supposed to sail. She was supposed to sail, say 6:30 or something like that in the evening. So we went down, and everything was normal. Got the ship underway, got out in the harbour, turned around. Just as we got out in the harbour and got turned around, outcry. The doggers left the shore. They used to carry dogs, eh? The Portuguese fishing ships used to always carry dogs on them. The dog was left ashore. So the captain said, Mr. Pilot, he said, our dog is still ashore. He said, we can't leave our dog. I said, no, you can't leave the dog. So anyhow, that's all right. So I stopped the ship out in the harbour, and I called up the pilot boat. You know, but the pilot boat, of course, even when we were sailing, they would come out too, and come out along with the ship, and when we got out, cleared the entrance, we'd get out of the ship, climb down on the pilot boat and bring us in, eh? So the pilot boat was out in the harbour waiting for us to sail, and the guy on the pilot boat was a young fellow by the name of Jimmy Stone from down the southern shore somewhere, eh? So I said, Kev, I'll tell you what I'll do. I said, I'll call the pilot boat and I'll ask him to go back. I didn't want to bring the ship back to the dock. I mean, that was expense and time, and, you know. I said, I'll call the pilot boat, I said, and he'll go back to the dock and see if your dog is there, they can bring it out, you know. So they were all up in here with the spyglasses looking, and sure enough, well, they saw the dog in on the dock where we just left, running back and forth, eh? Oh yes, he said, the dog is on the dock, eh? So I called up the pilot boat, I said, Jimmy, I said, go into pier number 11, I said, and there's a dog in there, belongs to this ship. I said, take it aboard the pilot boat and bring it out. So he said, yes sir, yes, I'll go in now. And you know, he went in. And they were in there the longest time. And by and by he called up on the radio. He said, I can't get that dog. He said he won't come aboard the pilot boat. I said, what? The dog won't come aboard? No, he said, he won't come aboard. I don't know why. He said, we can't catch him. He said, I said, you know why you're not catching him? I said, you're not talking to him in Portuguese. And Jimmy said, oh. He says, I don't know how to talk Portuguese. Well, I said, that's the only way you're going to get the dog. You got to talk to him in Portuguese, because that's all the dog knew was Portuguese. Eh? He didn't understand English. His name was Cambria, which was the same name as the ship.
Yeah. I
said, you call Cambria the same as the ship. So they were all calling Cambria, and the dog come so close to him, wouldn't come any closer. But you know what we had to do? I said, okay, come back to the ship with the pilot boat. So anyhow, he came out last night, and I said to the captain, I said, send 2 or 3 of your deck hands in the pilot boat to go in. So a couple of fellows darted down over the ladder, got in the pilot boat and ran into the wharf. And the pilot boat wouldn't touch the wharf hardly. And when the Portuguese fellow spoke to the dog jumped aboard the pilot boat so large as life to come out. We got the dog aboard like that. Yeah.